Go now to some breaking news coming in this late hour. Protesters trying to bring down a Confederate statue outside D.C. police headquarters. News 4 Shomari Stone just made his way there to the scene. He joins us now live from Judiciary Square. Shomari, what's going on right there, right now?
Well, Leon, first of all, we're by Metropolitan Police Headquarters. Many of the streets are closed off with officers. We were able to get through, and if you look right up here, that is a statue of Albert Pike, a senior officer in the Confederacy. Many of these protesters say that the Confederacy represents racism, slavery, and here on Juneteenth, they are trying to pull down, as you can see right now, this statue of Albert Pike. This is located right near the Metropolitan Police Headquarters on Indiana Avenue. You can see them. They have ropes on each side of this statue. They say pull on one side. The other side says pull, and it's moving a little bit, but it is not coming down. Now, here at this statue, this tribute to this Confederate senior officer, people have spray painted BLM for Black Lives Matter. They have written Black Lives Matter on it, and they are continuing to try and pull this down. Safe to say that Metropolitan police officers are aware of what's going on, because when we were walking here around 3 to 4 blocks, we saw the police officers right over there on the steps, making sure that none of the protesters try to enter the building. So they are aware what is going on here. We don't see any officers trying to stop them right now. I want to make sure I'm abundantly clear that this is a totally different group from what I'm being told compared to the people that you saw down by Black Lives Matter Plaza. This is a different group that is trying, as you can see, to pull down this Albert Pike statue of the Confederate officer. Now, we're going to continue to see if this thing comes down. Police are coming near this area right now. Many of these protesters have on black, and you cannot identify who they are. But one thing is clear, they are trying to remove this Confederate statue here, and that's not the only one throughout the country with these Confederate statues. Some have been brought down nationally, and now we have one here, an attempt in the process of trying to pull this down in the District of Columbia. Back to you.
Shomari, real quickly, let me ask you, does this appear to you to be an organized event? Is this an organized group that is not tied to, as you said, not tied to the other protesters you saw elsewhere? Does this seem to be something that has been not organic, something that's been sort of orchestrated here?
Yes, this seems to be, first of all, very organized, that the folks here had a mission to try and pull down this Confederate statue. And you have to keep in mind that they say it represents slavery, it represents oppression, it represents tearing families apart during slavery, and the South lost the war, and they're trying to figure out why are these Confederate statues all throughout the country. The South lost the war, but historians say that these statues have been put up throughout the country to sort of suppress, to cause depression on the black community, letting them know that, yeah, the South lost, but guess what? We're going to honor these Confederate soldiers, these generals. And also worth mentioning, in Montgomery County, Maryland, there's a street in Potomac called Jeb Stuart Road, Jeb Stuart Court, and officials are trying to remove that street as well. You can see it right now. It is shaking. They have moved to the back of this Confederate statue. You're looking at live television here on News 4, and they are pulling with the ropes and chains, doing their best with their strength to try and tear down this Confederate officer, Albert Pike. I'm going to be quiet for a second, and you can hear them chanting.
And Shomari,
they're saying, take it down, take it down.
2 points here, Shomari, real quickly.
Go ahead, Leon.
Give me an idea of how many people you're seeing there, and how far away are the police staying from this scene?
Okay, first of all, Leon, we're here down by the street, and if you look right over here, Brooks Meriwether, come over here, you can look over there, and that is where the police are located. That is the steps by the Metropolitan Police Headquarters, Leon. You can see it right now. It is fallen. There it is. Let's go. Breaking news here on News 4. We were right here. They have taken down the Confederate statue, Albert Pike. Here. Come over here, Brooks. Let me move out of the way. This is history in the District of Columbia. You can see they are now standing on top of the Albert Pike statue. This was a Confederate officer, excuse me, sir. This is a Confederate officer, and you can see them hitting it right now. We were here when this happened. I'm Shomari Stone. You can see all these folks here. Back to you.
All right, Shomari, we're going to let Shomari collect himself there and see if we can find someone that we can talk to and get some comment and some reaction to what we're seeing happen there. Shomari, we're glad to see that you and Brooks are both safe. Watch yourself there in that crowd. We're going to take a break right now, but we'll come back and check back in to see what's happening down there just outside of police headquarters in downtown D.C. That statue of Albert Pike has just been taken down by a crowd. We're back in just a moment.
It was more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed that slaves in Galveston, Texas learned on June 19th that they were free. It was a day remembered and celebrated by